Yeah, yeah. This is Cam Jam. I go by Charles Brown, aka CEE Brown. Happy to be here. The song is called The Traffic. Misery loves company, my place could use a home. With all this empty space, I only let my thoughts roam. The way that people seem is not the way that people are. So the way that people are isn't always shown. But I have friends that meant well, revealed certain symptoms. See women cut off their feelings just as quick as they would get them. When the wind blows, everybody is in a rush. I got a lot bottled inside, I just want to fill it with trust. I need someone to share my dreams with, and in secret, but I can never keep anyone around, so I'm speechless. Friends walk by me until their feet swell. My main chick comes with too many details. Loving's is supposed to cost, how I find it on retail. When I pay attention, I have it up for a resale. Man, the revolving door is always put to use, and old faces become new. In the traffic, people come and go, stop and go. Tell me when someone will stop and stay. Being strange is a common phase. Left and right, they all walk away. In the traffic, people come and go, stop and go. Tell me when someone will stop and stay. Being strange is a common phase. Left and right, they all walk away. I had somebody promise me that they would be a better friend. I guess promises are featherweight weighing in. My grandma passed and I didn't receive condolences from the ones I brought around her, which made me question what we were then. Regardless of the regards that I sent, it seemed they all got returned when their guardians went. I remember when their relatives died, I was all ears. But I guess my grandma isn't dead enough for them to hear. I swear to God, I'm not of this world. Though I get drunk and curl in the fetal, wishing that I was holding on to someone thorough. Going days without a shower, dishes barely touch. I throw my phone in my drawer because I'm not cared enough. Having thoughts like I'm the one that no one thinks about. Staring at a blank ceiling with a noggin full of doubts. The revolving doors always put to use, and new faces remain new. In the traffic, people come and go, stop and go. Tell me when someone will stop and stay. Being strange is a common phase. Left and right, they all walk away. In the traffic, people come and go, stop and go. Tell me when someone will stop and stay. Being strange is a common phase. Left and right, they all walk away. In the traffic, yeah. That song is inspired by losing friends and losing connections with certain people. In the traffic. You guys can clap or boo me if you want to. It's okay, don't be too quiet. Don't be too quiet. This song is called Mad World. You can watch the video on YouTube, directed by Three Gloves Productions. Yeah. The song is based on Erie. Yeah. I'm living in the land of the lost, not the land of the free. See, that land's a mirage. I walk down the streets, lost souls carry on, dragging their feet without a destiny or cause. What's a purpose? What's a fate? It's not in my people that are stuck in such a state, barely getting by. Nobody dreams, so they're caught up in this nightmare, just running in place. My city is filled with people who gave up, continuing to something they're afraid of. No soul, the zombie apocalypse is here. Been here, I'm sorry, been watching it for years. Bums on every corner, not willing to elevate. Minimum wage workers adapted to what they're paid. Everyone is hypnotized, who can break the spell? Spirits roaming the earth without a story to tell. So this is the story I tell. My common people don't want to pick up from where they fell. But I shouldn't even speak, cause I'm similar to them, and they're similar to me. Mad world. A lot of people give up on themselves, they give up on their dreams. You walk around like zombies. No plan of action, no desire to go further. Mad world. I feel like I'm going nowhere. Yeah. It's always been in me to stay humble, stay grounded, even if the ground crumbles. There's not enough shows to make me cocky, but there's a few people who think I am. No, that's not me. I've been called Hollywood like I pretend that I'm the superstar. Only because I like to shoot for stars. People feeling forgotten, feeling for credit. But every time I say thank you, they never catch it. Now I'm catching flack, something that I never need. Change your perception of me, or just let me be. Never been arrogant, no persona or alias. Prima donna, that can't be it. Watch my finger flip. I don't expect you to pull out the red carpet across the turf where I work like I just started. It's crazy how the more I do, the more I'm hated on. But hate will always follow no matter what stage I'm on. I just wanna make my songs, and hopefully the songs I make will make you sing along. If the spotlight is on me, why take it from me? I try to share it with you, but you can't take the heat. Mad world. When you're trying to do more with yourself, sometimes the people around you will get jealous and envious. They don't want to see you do more in this mad world. Yeah. I feel like I'm going nowhere. I got friends who can't seem to stay out of jail. They go right back in after out on bail. See my women who pop out a kid every year, so the government plays daddy. She cares less about a career. As she's popping them out, a boy my age took a shot to the chest, so the community balances out, but it never expands. Every day we can change, cause every day is a chance. I wanna be able to pick up the Erie Times and see no death. Run into a woman who wants more for herself. Know my homie's been out of the cage for months. Downtown business suits on their way to lunch. No more just breathing, only succeed. Check my Facebook and see nobody slandering me. It's time for my familiar faces to make a difference. You're waiting for the world to change, make it different. Wake up every day making the same decisions. Your yesterdays look like tomorrow, it's the same prediction. Unless you take today and utilize it, imagine what the world could be like with you inside it. Sometimes you gotta go within in order to see an outcome. You gotta be the change that you wanna see in this mad world. Yeah. And I feel like I'm going nowhere. Feel like I'm going nowhere. Mad world. Yeah. Woo, Kim Jam. Yeah. This song is called Control You, produced by my man Armin Beats.
Armin Beats.
It's about being scared to bring a child into the world because there's so much going on. My grandma will always ask me, when am I having a family? So, hey. My grandma called, the same questions. Are you married yet? Do you have anybody pregnant? I give her the same answers. Well, what do you think? I stay with the problem. Relationship, I'd rather walk on the plank. But what bothers me is that I want a seed. Preferably a daughter, maybe that's the softer side of me. But I would be a fool or buffoon to get someone knocked up. The Bible chooses you to be fruitful, but the world is rotten. Have you looked on the news? It's nothing but terror. Mass hysteria, wear a mask in this crashing era. We've been hit with Ebola, and another attack is coming. Affiliation with Al-Qaeda got their straps for dumping. 2 people died this past weekend into a fight and reckless driving, crashed into a house, and now the city's crying. All of this got me sick, and I can't get Obamacare. Grandma, I don't see a reason for me to bring a child in here. The state of the world is going through some confusion. I don't want you influenced. I'll die before you're born, this life will take you through it. And I can't let it control you. I can't let it control you. I guess I'll never get to hold you. I can't let it control you. Hey, I can't let it. Don't force me to. This is my decision. I'm living in fear, I'm always in tears. Tell me somebody who isn't. I'm an American citizen, but with this government, I am in prison. I'm fidgeting every time I'm on the internet, scrolling through articles, wishing I didn't. I can't even look at a paper unless my name is mentioned in it. You tell me I should be aware when I'm sick of the scares, I'd rather be oblivious. Consider me an idiot, but I'm terrified. Can't lie, I see the sign, but I'm gonna act like I'm illiterate. How do we get rid of this? Do we start a revolution? Or let them continue to confuse us with ill illusions? Kennedy was on to something, Tupac was on to something. Conspiracy theorists tried to kick it but got punted. Now they're talking microchips to keep track of your life devices attached to your mind. I might bust a cap or a fight. I need some type of high to handle how the world is working. Every kid deserves a life, but mine does not deserve this. The state of the world is going through some confusion. I don't want you influenced. I'll die before you're born, this life will take you through it. And I can't let it control you. I can't let it control you. I guess I'll never get to hold you. I can't let it control you. I can't let it, yeah. The song's an oldie but a goodie to me. It's called My Hopelessness, yeah. It seems like I lost hope. Where am I? Only God knows. Since I've been placed on this dark road and nobody can see me out. There's no light to my tunnel, so why try to fight the same struggle? It seems like I lost hope. Where am I? Only God knows. Since I've been placed on this dark road and nobody can see me out. There's no light to my tunnel, so why try to fight the same struggle? My environment's repetitive, thoughts are negative, can't get rid of them. Nothing ever changes but when you live. I'm in the same spot, black clouds they hover. Soon as I get rid of one, instantly there's another. My mother can't get ahead, it's like we're stuck in the past. I got pennies for her thoughts, but we're thinking of cash. Surprisingly, every day we seem to joke and laugh, but that's to cover up the fact that we're both broken in half. My vision is impaired if I can't see my future. I wanna say a prayer, but I can't think of any new words, but I don't think he's there. Well, at least not for me. If he was, then why my mama's still trying to hit the lottery? Driving myself crazy, never looking in the rear view, because I know I'm not gonna end up where I need to be. Every day's predictable, so I'm always knowing I'm on the treadmill of life. What do you think? It's like I lost hope. Where am I? Only God knows. Since I've been placed on this dark road and nobody can see me out. There's no light to my tunnel, so why try to fight the same struggle? It seems like I lost hope. Where am I? Only God knows. Since I've been placed on this dark road and nobody can see me out. There's no light to my tunnel, so why try to fight the same struggle? I'm caught up in this cycle, this windmill of sadness, waiting on a miracle. When will it happen? Never. The people in my life seem to lie to me. They don't even care. Every night they sleep. Selfish friends, it never ends. It breaks my heart. So I gave up thinking that they'll have a change of heart. I just skip to my loo and try to play my part, which is waiting to die. No reason for the stars. Why chase dreams? They always run fast. Got caught up in this chase that I forgot about my asthma. Weary feet and teary-eyed, using love and alcohol to escape. But I'm drunk and she's unsatisfied. Forget going for the goal, I don't even try. I'm more afraid to live than I am to die. I know I'll never be happy and that's for damn sure. Why keep going? I'm just beating a dead horse. I lost hope. Where am I? Only God knows. Since I've been placed on this dark road and nobody can see me out. There's no light to my tunnel, so why try to fight the same struggle? It seems like I lost hope. Where am I? Only God knows. Since I've been placed on this dark road and nobody can see me out. There's no light to my tunnel, so why try to fight the same struggle? Hey, patterns. All I see is patterns. The more I'm in the same place, the more that it matters. For anything ever change or remain what it has to. Hell is already here, not just hereafter. Prepaid cell phone, standing on the bus stop, going to the same job, just to push the same route, just to get the same pay that helps to catch the same bus. Every paycheck that I get just isn't enough. Same day I get paid, the same people get broke. When I need a favor, they don't favor that I need window. Going to the same spot, walking through the same places, seeing the same things. It's the same. This is more than just a phase, and why try love so another ex-girl can get engaged? My sky's so starless, I don't have it the hardest, but I can try my hardest and still won't make it regardless, cause I lost hope. Where am I? Only God knows. Since I've been placed on this dark road and nobody can see me out. There's no light to my tunnel, so why try to fight the same struggle? It seems like I lost hope. Where am I? Only God knows. Since I've been placed on the dark road and nobody can see me out. There's no light to my tunnel, so why try to fight the same struggle? Yeah, we fight the same. We fight the same. We fight the same struggle. We fight the same. We fight the same. We fight the same struggle. Yeah.
Want your band or small music group featured on Cam Jam? Now's your chance. Send us your band bio along with a photograph to info@camerie.org. Cam Jam is our new program featuring local musicians, and we need musical talent to help us showcase you to the community.
This song is called Pause the World. We could all use a break sometimes. Yeah. I wish I could pause the world. Yeah. I wish I could pause the world. Cause every spin got me going insane. Message in a bottle, hope I find one in this flask. Or maybe I should stop and that's the message on the cap. But I never know what's real, and to be honest, that's a fact. So I sip a little more for what reality lacks. Life has its perks, but I ain't high enough. Timing on my side, it's always right in front. Every minute's dividing us. You say that the sky's blue, tell me why the sky's up. Blowing on these clovers, the only way that I try my luck. But that's occasion just as well as my smile. The world's in a bad shape, so my depression's around. Hope this bar can stop these constant changes just for a night. Roll with the punches, but they're knocking me down. I wish I could pause the world. You know, hey, I wish I could pause the world. Cause every spin got me going insane. I wish I could pause the world for one day or 1 second even. Yeah, I wish I could pause the world. Cause every spin got me going insane. As a man, I'm afraid of who I rest my head with. Yeah, she got a hold of me, then it became a death grip. I try to tell her and teach her about her flaws and how they affect me. But if she doesn't love herself, then how can she respect me? Constantly yelling, the arguments are extreme. I try to show her what's real, but she hasn't shown in her dreams. Everything in between and then me. I told her that she needs help when really I need to leave. She's not worth it. She's driving me to drink, so I'm going broke at the bar because our love can't be saved. Now I'm waking up to screaming in my face. If home is where the heart is, she's out of place. I wish I could pause the world. You know? Yeah. I wish I could pause the world. Cause every spin got me going insane. I wish I could pause the world for one day or 1 second even. Yeah, I wish I could pause the world. Cause every spin got me going insane. Life's a motion picture with a never-ending story that is hard for me to follow. Someone commentated for me. The landlord's knocking, always finding me at ease, while my niece is never home for me to hold or even see. I've only seen her twice, and that includes the day that she was born. My brother's always on the move, his wife is always gone. I just want her to know who I am before she's grown. I don't have any kids, so she's one of my own. My family is so departed, it's retarded. So caught up in life that we forgot how it started. So I visit Granny up the street. She knows that I acknowledge while she hardly sees her great-granddaughter. I wish I could pause the world. You know? I wish I could pause the world. Cause every spin got me going insane. I wish I could pause the world for one day or 1 second even. I wish I could pause the world. Cause every spin got me going insane. Life's a motion picture with a never-ending story that is hard for me to follow. Someone commentated for me. Yeah, pause the world. The song is called Square One. For anybody that feels like they can't get ahead in life. Yeah. Square one. Fighting with life. Fighting with life. Stress is overbearing. That's why sober's not an option for me when I'm caring. Where's my drink? Not a future to await, just a present to suffer. Whenever I'm on the right track, it switches up to another. Nothing but bad news in the mailbox. I'm about to tell the mailman that there's no need for him to deliver. Every time I save a buck, another debt endangers it. I'm so close to selling my soul for a life that's glamorous. How can I handle this? Every one step I take forward is a whole staircase back from what I was leaning towards. When everything is looking up, playing in my favor, it all begins to crumble. Must have used up all my prayers. Square one seems to be the place I'm too familiar with. I get drunk there, have a lot of fun there, running a mile a minute when I know that I'll end up there. There's always something stopping me from catching up, yeah. Square one, I'm always back to square one. Yeah, square one, I'm always back to square one. Hey, square one, I'm always back to square one. It's like I'm fighting with life. I wish God gave me the fair one. It's like I'm a failure before a winner. Turmoil burn slower into my mind, convincing me that there is no hope for a young black lad. But look at my peers, how they come up that fast. They were just right here. I'm surpassed by many. A glass of Henny will help them. When that glass is empty, it's back to the envy I felt. I try to progress just to get taken away from what's next. They say success sucks and I'm waiting to bust next. I've taken pay cuts but always had the budget. Can you blame me for having thoughts of death? You're telling me that I shouldn't think negative, but the number in my bank account is negative. This is why I don't like to try. Everything keeps starting over in this life of mine. I'm always going in circles, never finding a loophole. Guess it's back to these oodles and noodles, I got a spoonful. In square one, I'm always back to square one. Yeah, square one, I'm always back to square one. Hey, square one, I'm always back to square one. It's like I'm fighting with life, I wish God gave me the fair one. Hey, but until then, it's square one. I'm always back to square one. No matter what, square one. I'm always back to square one. No matter who, it's square one. I'm always back to square one. It's like I'm fighting with life. I wish God gave me the fair one. But until then, it's square one. Square one. Sometimes you feel like you can't get ahead. You feel so far behind. That's square one. You always have to keep going back to the drawing board, starting over. Yeah, fighting with life. I wish God gave me the fair one, but until then it's square one. Yeah. Cam Jam. Yeah. This song right here is called I Need More. For anybody that wants more out of life. Yeah. I reached a place where I feel like there's so much more to gain. And we limit ourselves as human beings. Yeah. Driven crazy, I may cause a vehicular homicide and take a life with the way that I'm missing turns. Even if I knew the speed limit first, I can't control these traffic and thoughts. The light is always green and it hurts. In need of faith, like the type you seek for in church. If I touch the offering plate, can I eat off it first? I think about suicide and who be willing to join, but I only stay alive for the ones that I disappoint. Ironic, life is a trick, no wonder why we're platonic. Battling asthma, yet I wanna hit something chronic. My mind is no different from someone that's in college. They could have stopped at high school, but there's more beyond it. Why settle for a pond if you can have you a river? The little things in life are free, I wanna afford bigger. My granny said that my life is not all that bad. Not to sound ungrateful, but life is all I've had. I'm talking riches, true friends, and shopping bags filled with things you never saw and I never had. Sometimes I crumble because I miss my dad. Sometimes I crumble because I miss my dad. I'm talking riches, true friends, and shopping bags filled with things you never saw and I never had. Sometimes I crumble because I miss my dad. Sometimes I crumble because I miss my dad. Consider the sinister for my 7 sins, but consider the situation I'm sitting in. I haven't seen my homie in so many years, but we wouldn't be divided if I had the dividends. I'ma need y'all to pardon my stress. I wanna find my place here, but that's hard to address. I remember when my brother pulled up in his excursion. I still don't have a whip, so who has more of a stretch? Putting more on my thoughts as my phone is going off. Everybody's bugging me, I feel like going off. 1-800 numbers calling me on the regular. My card is still declining when I step to a register. Having problems with the same girl that be judging me. Now all I want is space, but something else might come in between. My granny said that my life is not all that bad. Not to sound ungrateful, but life is all I've had. I'm talking riches, true friends, and shopping bags filled with things you never saw and I never had. Sometimes I crumble because I miss my dad. Sometimes I crumble because I miss my dad. I'm talking riches, true friends, and shopping bags filled with things you never saw and I never had. Sometimes I crumble because I miss my dad. Sometimes I crumble. Hey, I need more. Yeah. And that's the end of that one. Yeah. This song is called Jacqueline. It features the great Tony Gray on the bass. This song is about opening up about a friendship, being real with a person, letting them know how you feel after fighting with yourself. Yeah. I want to tell you that I failed, but it's hard sometimes, not because of the words, because you might not reply. I wanna show you everything because I lost my mind. I know where my heart is, but that's something I don't gotta find. For my mistakes to infinity, I apologize. In hindsight, everything was all aligned, but I dodged the signs. In some cases it was right to, but when you matured, I should have stayed and grew beside you. Now I text you randomly, trying to speak candidly, because I'm crazy for you. I ask about your sanity. I still have dreams of your face. It leaves mine in shock. I ponder if it's fate or does my brain just have biased thoughts. I need a weekend with you. We need to be far away from everyone, with bottles within our reach, conversation under stars with God watching us shine. Every time we get together, I see how love is blind. The laughter that we shared was unique, and then the tears came. You used to call me every single morning. Now we're so estranged, I took you for granted. Maybe out of heartache, maybe out of other women, maybe for my heart's sake. Your grandmother rooted for us both, pom-poms and all. I couldn't accept that we were a team, so I took a loss. Here I am, traveling memory lane, but with your exes in your ear, our memories aren't the same. Since tomorrow's not promised or comes with something to lace your finger, I wanna let you know I'm sorry for my odd behavior, but that revolving door I always used to my advantage. My mean words and how my problems were handled, just handed. My disappearance, indecisiveness, and so forth. There's something that's goofy about me, and that's for sure. You got a hold of me when you ain't even know me, because I was in a depression that I'm feeling again. Slowly say something. Every day I fight these demons off. Maybe they're angels, I'm not believing y'all. I've been at war with myself, stopping myself from telling the truth. You know your boy fell for you. Hey, every day I fight these demons off. Maybe they're angels, I'm not believing y'all. I've been at war with myself, stopping myself from telling the truth. You know your boy fell for you. Yeah. Hey, I've been at war with myself, stopping myself from telling the truth. You know your boy fell for you. Yeah, hard to admit, but I've been at war with myself, stopping myself from telling the truth. You know your boy fell for you. Fell for you. Yeah. You know your boy fell for you. Fell for you. Hey, you know your boy fell for you. Thank you. Yeah.